The night was supposed to be about respect, history, and pride. The Los Angeles Lakers were unveiling a statue for Pat Riley, one of the most important figures in franchise history. Championships, showtime, leadership, discipline, legacy, all of that was in the air. Former players were in the building, legends were watching, fans expected effort, they expected fight. Instead, what they got was a flat performance against the Boston Celtics, their biggest rival. And that loss did not just feel like a regular loss. It felt like something deeper was wrong. When the Lakers lost 111-89 at home without Jason Tatum on the floor for Boston, it was embarrassing. There is no other word for it. You cannot celebrate a man like Pat Riley and then come out with no urgency. Riley built teams that defended. Riley built teams that competed. Riley built teams that respected the uniform. What happened on that court did not look like Riley basketball. LeBron James finished with 20 points in 35 minutes. On paper, the numbers look fine. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. But numbers do not always tell the story. His plus-minus was negative. The team never found rhythm. There was no run. There was no moment where you felt the Lakers were about to take control. And when LeBron spoke after the game, his tone was calm. He said they had good looks. He said sometimes shots do not fall. He said Boston made timely shots. But that explanation does not fix what fans saw. This is where the criticism begins. At some point, effort has to show up. It cannot just be about stats. It cannot just be about milestones. Lakers fans are not used to celebrating individual numbers in a loss. This franchise was built on banners, not box scores. When Worthy came out and said the team showed no heart and no respect for the uniform, that hit hard. Worthy is not a random voice. He is a Laker champion. He understands what it means to play Boston. He understands the rivalry. Worthy said the team looked weak. He said Boston sniffed out weakness and attacked it. He said there was no fight. That kind of statement is serious, because when former champions question your effort, that is not about talent, that is about mindset. And mindset is where this whole conversation shifts to LeBron and J.J. Redick. LeBron is 40-plus years old. He has played more minutes than almost anyone in history. He is still productive in short bursts, but the question is simple. Does he impact winning at the level the Lakers need? The team's defense has struggled. The energy has been inconsistent. When he shares the floor with Luka and Austin Reeves, the balance looks off. Someone has to sacrifice. Someone has to adjust. This brings us to J.J. Redick. Redick is in his first year as head coach. He is smart. He understands the game. But coaching the Lakers is not just about drawing plays. It is about managing stars. It is about making hard choices. And right now, it does not look like he is willing to make the hardest choice. A coach must draw a line between friendship and leadership. You cannot be one of the guys. You cannot joke around while the team struggles.
Great coaches like Phil Jackson understood that. Pat Riley understood that. Greg Popovich understood that. They were not trying to be liked every day. They were trying to win. If the best move for the team is to reduce LeBron's minutes or bring him off the bench, then that move must be considered. It does not matter how big the name is. It does not matter how many points he has scored in his career. The Lakers are bigger than any one player. That has always been the case. Right now, the lineup combinations tell a story. Luka with shooters works. Reeves with shooters works. Luka and Reeves together can work. But when all three share heavy minutes, the defense drops. Transition defense suffers. Complaints to referees slow things down. The energy shifts. Luka himself is not free from criticism. He is talented. He can score at will. He can pass at a high level. But his body language matters. Complaining to referees while the other team runs back for easy baskets is not winning basketball. In Los Angeles, effort is watched closely. Fans remember Kobe Bryant diving on the floor. They remember Derek Fisher hitting clutch shots. They remember Lamar Odom doing the dirty work. That standard does not disappear. James Worthy's comments about respect for the uniform go beyond one night. They question identity. Who are these Lakers? Are they a group chasing individual moments, or are they a group chasing banners? While this was happening on the court, another major conversation was happening in the media world. Cris Carter went viral for his comments about ESPN. He described a system where the network pays the stars and underpays the rest. He said their philosophy is pay the Eagles, starve the turkeys. That phrase caught attention. Carter explained that television money is not what people think it is. Outside of the biggest names, many analysts earn far less than the public assumes. Networks cut costs. They replace experienced talent with younger, cheaper talent. It is business. It is not personal. That insight connects to the larger sports world. Power is concentrated. Big names receive big contracts. Others fight for relevance. The same thing happens in basketball. Stars get max deals. Role players adjust. In the Lakers' situation, LeBron remains the face, but the team must decide what direction they want. Do they continue building around a veteran nearing the end, or do they fully hand the keys to Luka and build a defensive identity? The statue of Pat Riley stands outside the arena as a reminder. Riley demanded conditioning. Riley demanded accountability. Riley did not allow excuses. His teams were tough. They played defense. They valued every possession. If Riley were coaching this team, would he bench a star if needed? History suggests yes. Riley once traded popular players for the sake of structure. He believed culture mattered more than comfort.
Can he separate emotion from decision-making? Can he make the move that might upset fans but improve the team? Because if he cannot, the organization must ask whether he is the right leader. The Lakers have flirted with the play-in. They have shown flashes of brilliance and long stretches of confusion. Championship teams have identity. Right now, this group does not. LeBron spoke about wondering what could have been in Miami if he stayed longer. That honesty was human, but Lakers fans are not focused on Miami. They are focused on now. They want direction. They want effort. They want belief. Worthy's words about heart will echo. Cris Carter's words about business will echo. Both point to accountability. Whether in media or basketball, results matter. The Lakers cannot keep celebrating history while failing to honor it on the court. They cannot rely on past greatness to excuse present weakness. The statue is permanent. The roster is not. If this season ends without a deep playoff run, changes will come. Coaching decisions, rotation decisions, possibly roster decisions. Luka's future will be watched closely. LeBron's role will be debated daily. In the end, this is about identity. The Lakers are not just another team. They are a brand built on winning. Fans remember Magic Johnson smiling after fast breaks. They remember Kobe refusing to quit. They remember championships hanging in the rafters. The current team must decide who they want to be. Do they want to fight, or do they want to collect stats? Do they want to defend, or do they want to complain? Do they want to protect the uniform, or just wear it? Cris Carter exposed how media systems protect stars. James Worthy exposed how effort protects legacy. And somewhere between those two truths lies the future of this franchise. The answers will not come from press conferences. They will not come from calm post-game speeches. They will come from defensive rotations, from hustle plays, from coaches willing to sit big names, from players willing to sacrifice. The statue of Pat Riley is a symbol. It represents discipline and winning. The question now is simple. Will this Lakers team live up to that standard, or will they continue drifting between talent and disappointment? Time will tell, but one thing is clear. The spotlight in Los Angeles never dims, and if changes are needed, they will not be ignored for long. The pressure in Los Angeles does not slowly build. It sits there every single night. Every possession is judged. Every mistake is replayed. Every quote is studied. That is what comes with wearing a Lakers jersey. That is what comes with playing under championship banners. And that is what makes this current moment feel heavier than it looks on paper. Because this is not just about one bad loss. It is not just about missing shots. It is not just about a bad defensive night.
It is about patterns. It is about habits. It is about a team that looks unsure of itself at key moments. When the Lakers fall behind early, the body language changes. Shoulders drop. Hands go up toward referees. Players walk back instead of sprinting. These are small details, but championship teams win with small details. You cannot turn intensity on and off like a switch. It has to be there from tip-off to final buzzer. LeBron James has always been known for controlling pace. He sees the floor, he slows things down, he makes smart passes. But at this stage of his career, the question is whether slowing the game hurts or helps. The league is faster now. Teams shoot more threes. They push in transition. When the Lakers slow it down too much, they allow defenses to set. They allow athletic teams to lock in. And when shots do not fall, the defense must carry you. That is non-negotiable. Defense travels. Defense keeps you in games when the offense struggles. But the Lakers' defense has looked disconnected. Rotations are late. Closeouts are soft. Communication seems weak. That is not just on one player. That is on the entire group. That is on coaching. That is on leadership. Leadership does not always mean scoring 30. Sometimes leadership means calling out mistakes. Sometimes it means demanding better effort in practice. Sometimes it means accepting a smaller role for the good of the team.
That is the part people do not like to talk about. If LeBron truly wants another championship in Los Angeles, he may have to adjust more than ever before. Maybe that means fewer minutes. Maybe that means focusing more on playmaking and defense. Maybe that means allowing Luka to fully run the offense without stepping in during crunch time. Luka is a generational talent. His ability to control the game is special, but he also needs structure. He needs teammates committed to defense. He needs a coach strong enough to challenge him when his effort drops. Great players still need accountability. Austin Reeves has shown growth. He competes, he can score, but he cannot cover up for everyone defensively. Basketball is not a one-man fix. When James Worthy spoke about heart, he was speaking from experience. In the 1980s, when the Lakers played Boston, it was war. Those games were physical, emotional. Every loose ball mattered. The rivalry meant something. That energy is missing right now. Fans can accept losing when they see effort. They cannot accept losing when they see comfort. Comfort is dangerous. Comfort makes players believe that reputation alone will win games. The Lakers' front office also has to look in the mirror. Building a team is not just about stacking names. It is about fit. It is about defense. It is about players who accept roles. Michael Jordan once warned Ray Allen that role players might forget their role after winning. That lesson applies here, too. Every player believes they can do more. Every player wants more shots, but winning requires sacrifice. The hardest part of team sports is accepting limits for the greater goal. If the Lakers continue to struggle, the conversation will shift to long-term plans. Luka is the future. That much seems clear. The organization must protect that future. They must surround him with defenders. They must create a culture where effort is demanded, not requested. J.J. Redick is still learning on the job. Coaching in Los Angeles is different from analyzing games on television. There is no pause button. There is no second take. Adjustments must be real and immediate. Redick must decide what kind of coach he wants to be. Does he want to protect relationships, or does he want to win? Sometimes those two things collide. The best coaches survive that collision. The fans will continue to talk. Former players will continue to criticize. The media will continue to debate. That noise will not stop. But inside the locker room, clarity must exist. Players must know their roles. They must trust the system. They must hold each other accountable. There is still time in the season. Nothing is final yet. A strong stretch can change the narrative. A defensive identity can be built. Rotations can be tightened. Effort can be raised. But it must start with honesty. Honest film sessions. Honest conversations. Honest effort.
LeBron has always said that he plays the game the right way. Now is the time to prove it in a different way, not through highlight passes, not through scoring milestones, but through sacrifice and defense. Luka must control his emotions. Complaining wastes energy. Energy should be saved for sprinting back on defense. Energy should be used to set the tone. The Lakers' history is not just about stars, it is about teams that fit together. Magic and Kareem, Kobe and Shaq, Kobe and Pau. Those pairs worked because roles were clear, because accountability was present, because the goal was shared. Right now, the Lakers look like a team still searching for that shared goal.